give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
Well, welcome in everybody to Knoxville Speedway for the virtual racing Aotearoa New Zealand Sprint Car Title. And alongside me tonight, calling the racing, it is the man himself again, Mr. Corey Kitchen. Corey, mate, welcome back to another Monday night of streaming, and not only just a normal Monday night, but a New Zealand title. Tonight we decide who is going to run the 1, 2 and 3 NZ for the rest of the season. How good.
Yeah, maybe a few bragging rights in there as well. We see one New Zealand title holder already in here tonight. A mention of him before, Brad.
Yeah, too right. You are right there. Kelly Carmen sitting at the top of the timing charts at the moment as practice timing just about running down. I think drivers at the moment just having a bit of a quick driver's briefing before we get proceedings under the way. But yeah, you're right. Our guy that came along and took out the New Zealand midget title that was held probably about a month or so ago now, wouldn't it? There, Corey. He is in the house tonight in the sprint car, and like I said, he's top of the timing charts at the moment. So no doubt one to keep an eye on. It looks like at the moment we've got about 25 cars in the house, so not a bad lineup of drivers, that is for sure. Just looking through them, some names like Sean Stevens, he's in here, hasn't even turned a lap yet in the server. I'm assuming he is actually in here though, but Xavier, we were talking to him pre-meeting as well, and he mentioned Riley Hutchinson. He's going to be another one to keep an eye on, and surprise, surprise, out of that Auto Moves team, those guys seem to pump some good sim races out of there, that is for sure. But man, plenty of usual suspects in the lineup as well. Of course, our 3NZ in the midgets, he's here as well tonight. Matthew Stables, seeing what he can do in the sprint car. He's third quickest in the practice session. Of course, no qualifying tonight again, Corey. We just go straight into our heat races, which will be 8 laps of length, and then we go into what we'll call our heat 2s. They're going to be 12 laps, and basically your top 24 on points overall will be taken for that all-important 35 lap feature race later tonight, and that will decide of course that 1, 2 and 3 NZ. So mate, looking forward to it. It's always a big night when the New Zealand title's on the line. So you thought, yeah, well, we're doing the titles. It's okay while I'm speaking, as far as I'm aware. And then next thing you know, channel banned. But yeah, it's quite crazy, you know. Twitch, I'm pretty sure it's United States based, but you know, they call them midgets over there as well. The only place that doesn't is Aussie. So yeah, but we'll run with it until we get in trouble, eh, Corey?
Yeah, well, what they don't know won't hurt them, I reckon.
Yeah, too right. But at least we don't have to worry too much tonight. Of course, the sprint cars are the ones racing for the title tonight. So it looks like we're going to close up the server, and I'm not sure if Sean Stevens has actually made it in here yet. So time up anyway in the practice session. We'll get into some heat racing.
Just while you've gone back to this view, you can see the cars driving around. I've never noticed that before.
Yeah.
Around the outside of the circuit.
Yeah, how cool is that though? That's how close it is to the main road going through this town. That's how close the track is. I think they've had a car out on the road once or twice.
Well, there's bound to be a lid skid this evening. Looks
yeah,
like
surely.
we're line up for the first heat.
Yeah, here we go. Off our front row, it will be the 35 of Josh Murdens and the 23 of Bailey Benjamin. Out of the second row, it will be the 79 of Bryce Harding and the 15 of Steve Duff. From row 3, it will be the 57 of Jackson Clark, or 54, and the 46 of Matthew Stables. From row 4, it'll be Brady Stanley and Dan Grimshaw. And out of the final row of our first heat race, it will be Tim Alphys. So that is how they line up. First heat race for the New Zealand title, 8 laps. The distance, and it'll go by fairly quickly.
I've got nothing on my stream but the cars, on what I can see. Just so you know.
Okay, I will sort that out for you.
I was waiting for something to happen, and
And it just did nothing.
yeah,
There you go. You should be right now. You should be able to see some
that seems better.
standings and co. There we go. So here we go. Formation lap at the moment. Next time by, we should see the pace car head down to the pit lane, and we'll get the New Zealand title underway. Josh Murden's off the front row. He'll be looking to get out to an early lead. You can already see a bit of a slick line through the bottom lane at the moment, Corey. So watch for that to push out throughout the night, and high chance we're going to see some cars on the fence in that feature race. But yeah, plenty of slick track already, so let's see what happens. Our first heat race of the night. Steve Duff in the field as well, and we're underway, and I tell you what, we got contact galore. Looks like Harding in the 79 got out towards the fence. We stay green somehow. Oh, and another one around. That is Grimshaw. So early runnings, and there is a fair bit going on out there, but it is Bailey Benson who leads them out early from Josh Murden's. Go back to Brady Stanley. Currently sits in P3. Tim Alphys off the back has worked his way up into P5 already amongst all that carnage. But Dan Grimshaw looks like he's going to be the worst off out of all of that. And a lot of front wing damage all the way at the rear of the field at the moment. And on the back foot early in the championship. But Benson, midpoint, heat race number 1, running away with it out front. Can the 35 of Murden's track him down? Sits about 1.3 seconds the margin. Brady Stanley, he's been in good form lately in whatever he's raced, so can he transfer it to the dirt tonight as well? Battle now on for second. Stables looking to grab himself a number in the sprint cars as well, having a run, trying to find himself up on the podium in our first heat race. But Stanley, he's going to make him work for it, that is for sure. Alphys back and forth. Stables, he's just trying to find a bit of drive out there somewhere other than everyone's running, and they're up by the fence already. Heat race number 1, white flag in the air. Bailey Benson is going to come round and grab the checker. Takes out the first heat race from Josh Murden's. Brady Stanley will bring it home in third. Stables will finish in fourth. Go back to Alphys. Then Harding, Clark, Duff and Grimshaw. That is way that heat race finishes, and just like that we'll get ready for the second heat race of the night. Cheers for the follow. Heat race number 2. It'll be Devon Stove and Hadley Boyce off the front row. Go back to row number 2. It will be Ethan Bastian lining up next to Jamie Stovold. Out of row 3, it will be Hayden Guptill and Kelly Carman. And row 4, it'll be Mitch Fabish and Sean Stevens. And that will in fact round out the field for our second heat race. 8 laps the distance again.
some of these cars are looking pretty good too. Stand out off the front there. Those two cars just
Yeah,
look really good.
check out this thing from Stovold as well. The gold chrome livery there certainly got a bit of bling going on there. See if he can reflect the opposition away tonight with that car. Yeah, some rippers in the field. Devon Stove be hoping to get a bit more luck than what he did at the New Zealand Midgets. It starts here off the front row to his outside. Hadley boys teammates. I'll be hoping they don't get into each other. That start of that last heat race was certainly interesting there, Corey. They were into it early stages.
Yeah, Matthew Stables found himself involved in that. He was third last, worked his way up and got on the podium. So
Yeah.
it's a good effort.
Yeah, tell you right. Full contact sprint cars, yeah, Tomo, it was a bit like that at the start. Hayden Guptill in there too. Let's see what he can do in a sprint car. A pace car should move. We'll get underway. Heat race number 2 is green. I tell you what, who was that flying around the outside? None other than Kelly Carman. Into it early, your current New Zealand midget champion. We're going to go after a sprint car title tonight, but it's Stove leading the way from Bastion at the moment. And Carman, he is on the scene already, P3, and look out. Looking to make a statement early in our second heat race. Running down low at the moment, Carman. Picking cars off, and oh, that looked like a big understeer there for the 727 of Hadley Boyce. Looked like it just went straight ahead. Manages to catch it, but now Carman, we're going to get a run up the inside. Look for a slide job. No, too early for that, he says. But Stove looking impressive out front in this one, and there goes the slider from Carman. Got the job done on Boyce. Boyce, will he look to repay the favour? Runs the bottom. Starting to work in a couple of lines here at Knoxville early in the evening. And Bastion now having a look at your race leader. Up the inside. Oh, look out. They avoid contact somehow. Gets the job done though. And Carman on the scene as well. Oh, Stove! Take that! It takes the race lead back. Oh, and Bastion, it goes from bad to worse. Heavy damage to the front of the 54. And Carman now, slider for the race lead, gets the job done. Stove's going to fight back, and that's the checkout. Look at the margin. 0.012 in it at the line. Carman stole it. What a finish. Oh, nothing in it. Hadley Boyce comes home third. Stevens in fourth. Fabish will take fifth. Stovold, Bastion, and I think it was Guptill who rounded the field out. But boy, that was a finish. If we can get one
good.
like that in the feature, that will keep everyone happy. Let's get our grids up. This will be our third and final heat race out of the front row. It is Riley Hutchinson and Logan Hill. From row number 2, it'll be Lockie Brett and Greg McDonald. From row 3, it'll be Ayrton Smith and Craig Miller. And out of our final row, it will be Sam Waddell and Matthew Gowans. I'll tell you what, if Waddell drives the sprint car anything like he drove the mini stock last Thursday night, look out everyone. I'm sure he'll be right, but we'll see. What happens? Riley Hutchinson, though. That auto moves livery. He's going to be off the front row. Out of P1. He was one that we were told to keep an eye on. See if he can get a bit more luck than what he did in the midgets. Lined up. Ready to let them loose here at Knoxville. The final heat race before we get into, well, not really our final heat race, is it?
Couple of qualifiers to follow this.
Qualifiers to follow. Of course, all on points. Top.
Yeah, you have a bad heat. It doesn't necessarily mean you're out of it. Just means you're going to have to work a little bit harder in the qualifiers, doesn't it?
Yeah, too right. You've got to try and steal the win in the qualifiers. Let's see what happens here, though. Heat race number 3, set to go. We are great. Oh, we got one all sorts out of shape in the background there. Zach Craig Miller, possibly. Oh, still trying to get it together. No, in fact, that'll be Greg McDonald, perhaps. I'm not too sure, but in the meantime, it's Riley Hutchinson. Got the jump, leads the way from Ayrton Smith. Lockie Brett back at P3 with Logan Hill and Gowans just in behind. The early stages of our third heat race. That 39 of Lockie Brett into the fence hard, all sorts out of shape, and look out. Turn 3 manages to keep it out of the fence, but Hutchinson running away with it out front at the moment. Doing a brilliant job. That car is a thing of beauty at the moment, isn't it? That auto moves livery.
These things don't look easy to drive.
Oh, nah, yeah. I tell you what, these guys certainly making them look easy. That is for sure. You wait till it gets real slick out there later on. Then we'll see some pretty skillful driving. Either that or a whole lot of cars on the fence. We'll find out. But at the moment, Hutchinson is just getting that lead, extending lap by lap at the moment, almost out to a second now. Over our second place car, Ayrton Smith. To be fair, bank the points, move on to the qualifier, and then see where you line up in the feature race. 35 laps, a massive race ahead of them. Oh, Hutchinson, white flag in the air, makes a bit of contact with the fence, and again. So he won't be wanting to do that too much, but he'll grab the heat race win here. Ayrton Smith will bring it home second. Go back to Matthew Gowans, Logan Hill in fourth. Lockie Brett will come home fifth. Sam Waddell, Greg McDonald, then Craig Miller will round out the field, and we will get into our first qualifying race for the night. Hopefully I have the right grids here. Out of the front row, it will be Bryce Harding and Tim Althus. Go back to row number 2, it'll be Matthew Stables and Brady Stanley. From row number 3, it'll be Josh Mertens and Bailey Benjamin. And the final row of our first qualifier will be Jackson Clark and Steve Duff, who both of these guys, they need a big race this one to get them as far forward in the title as possible. There it is, 12 laps the distance this time. Corey, who have you got in this one? You've seen them race once already.
Oh, wow. I mean, Steve Duff, he was unlucky.
Yeah.
That first race. Maybe Bryce Harding was a little bit unlucky as well. Finds himself off the front. Stables, he's got pace. Mertens, wow. I don't know. I'm gonna go. Well, let's go Stables. I reckon he's gonna.
Yep, from
Yeah,
grid
I'm gonna
3.
go the 46.
Yeah, I think that's
Lock
not
it
a
in,
bad
Eddie.
shout. I reckon Brady Stanley from the second row. Let's see what happens. The 53. That slick line through the middle of the corner there. Well and truly will start to show who the real drivers are. Who can avoid that or who can drive through it with pace. The bottom not too bad at the moment. We'll see where they end up in the feature race. It's the pace car. Should head down the pit lane. We'll get into it. Don't suppose you've had a look at the points, Corey?
Negative.
Can we make sense of them tonight?
I haven't got them. They're probably the same link as last
Yeah,
time,
I
is
think
it?
it is. Yeah. There we go. Set to go. First qualifier, 12 laps of distance. Underway. And Harding with a nice start, but there you go. Stables straight to the bottom. Got a nice run round there too. We'll see if he stays down there. He does, as Harding. He's going to run all the way up round the top. Race on for the lead. Stables will get it done, and he'll take it away nice and easy too. The 79 Harding looking to fight back now. Oh, it's dangerous out by the fence. Get it wrong, and you can find yourself out on the main street. So far, so good. Yeah, it's a nice looking car, Aiden. I agree with that. Sits P2, does Harding. Jackson Clark looking to have a good run, and check out Steve Duff now up to P4 from the rear of the field. Running 27 on the car, running 15 in the series. Whole lot going on there. Brady Stanley, he's got a few handling woes at the moment. Sits P5. Bailey Benson back in P6, but it's Stables out front. In the 46, oh, running the fence. Halfway stage of our first qualifying race for the drivers. High Racing will call it the D main. Top 24 cars will make the feature race tonight. There's a quickest lap after quickest lap, and oh, Stables again, just banging the fence. He is using the track and the wall at the moment. Oh, he won't want to do that too much, do you now? And again, on the edge at the moment, Matthew Stables leads the way. The margin's 2.1 seconds back to Clark, who's got Duff now up to P3. So Steve Duff, a man on a mission at the moment. But Stables still your quickest on track, and extending the lead even more. Just a few laps to go for him. Tim Alpha sits at the rear at the moment. Bailey Benson and Josh Murdens all back 6th, 7th and 8th. But it is Stables out front and still banging the wall at the moment in the 46. He'll grab the white flag this time by 1 to go for Stables. Cheers for the sub. It's going to be Stables, surely unstoppable from there. 2.8 will be the margin, and he will take the win. Clark will bring it home second from Duff, who came from the very back of the field. Go to Josh Murdens in fourth. Just got a whole lot of results changing at the moment in front of me. Murdens, apparently that is not right, will come home fourth. Tim Alphys, according to my standings, will take 5th. Bailey Bentzman in 6th. Brady Stanley 7th and Bryce Harding in 8th. So a moment coming to the flag for those guys. And it changes that fast that we didn't get to see it. But we will get our next qualifying race up on the screen. Grids for you. Off the front row, it will be Jamie Stovold and Mitch Fabish. Row number 2, it'll be Sean Stevens and Hadley Boyce. From row 3, it'll be Devon Stove and Kelly Carman. And our final row, it will be Ethan Bastian and Hayden Guptill. And, well, Ethan Bastian, we saw him absolutely drill the fence in the last race. So he needs a good run in this one.
Who you got? Who you got for this one?
Oh, there's some quick cars up the front. If Stevens can get that thing rolling in this one, I'm going to say he should be able to do it from there. But Kelly Carman again, grid 6. We saw what he could do in the last race. We saw what he could do at the New Zealand Midgets. Oh, Harding out of gas. There you go. So, Big Pop providing us with the goods on the Monday night streams so far this season with the updates from the pits. Stovold, that chrome gold livery. What can he do off the front? Who have you got there, Corey? Who do you think?
Oh, wow, Hadley Boyce is probably a good shout. Stovold off the front if he can stay there. He has always had pace. Maybe gets caught up in a little bit of traffic and, yeah, well, Kelly Carman off 6, like you say.
Yeah.
Sean Stevens.
He's going to be a threat no matter where he starts, I think.
I'll have to lock in. I'm going to lock in Boyce 727 for this one.
Now let's see what happens.
I got it right last time, so we'll see if we can go 2 from 2.
Yeah. Let's see. See what Devon Stove can do as well. We saw he had a fair bit of pace in that first heat. Faded towards the end of it. This track, it's shaping up to be a goodie for that feature race. So we get set to go. Second 12-lap race for the night. Stovold. Can he get a nice clean jump from the front? We are racing. Wow. Took forever to go green there, but Stovold gets a nice clean jump. Fabish, they go 3 wide, and Carman, he is coming already up to P4. Look out. Can he find a way through here? He's going to go for the race. Lead on, Stovold. Hard into the fence. And he is gone. Wing absolutely destroyed. And Jamie Stovold goes from the front to the back, and we do go yellow, so we'll see if we can find the goods here for you at home. Let's check it out. Jamie Stovold.
Took 5 races to get a yellow though tonight.
And there it is. Just pretty awkward little roll over there for Stovold. Just wind it back a little bit more, and just contact from the 33 of Carman, and yeah, all the rest is history. Thinking of the environment. The 79 and 53 thinking of the environment, but not enough super clipping to make it to the end. Yeah, well, let's check out that decision. Yeah, Kelly Carman has received a end-of-line penalty for that contact. Just here to make up the numbers.
And that's what I'm doing, isn't it?
Yeah, same here. Same here. Let's see.
You know your dribble, mate. That's all that matters.
Yeah, too right. So Hadley Boyce leading the way. You picked him for the race win, Corey. Let's see what he can do there.
It's only lap 2, isn't it?
Yeah,
3, 2?
very,
Yeah, 2.
very early in proceedings. Kelly Carmen, I'm just figuring out what's going on here. The 33. In fact, Hadley Boyce is not leading the race. There you go. Jamie Stovolders without a wing. Let's see how this goes. Massive damage to the 987. This is going to be wild. Look out, turn 1. Stevens in behind. So Hadley Boyce is going to restart from 8th. Kelly Carmen restarting from 5th. So interesting. Well, there we go. We're going to lose the race leader there. Stovall will head down pit lane. That'll be race done, I would say, as we go back racing at Stevens now, who has acquired the race lead. Ethan Bastian back in P2, the 54. We're going to keep it out of the fence this time. Devon Stove up into P3. Kelly Carmen, though, back to 4th. Looking for a run up the inside of the 80. Slides up in front of him. Will get the pass done. And there's a battle for the race lead at the moment. The 54 running the fence. Has slingshot up into the race lead. Carmen will sit back in 3rd. And Stove sits P4 at the moment. Hayden Guptill looking for a better run this time. Sits P5 from the back. Fabish goes from the front to the back. Sits P6 and Boyce in 7th. But it's all Ethan Bastian at the moment out front in the 54. Carmen is not going down without a fight. Looked for a big slide job there. Couldn't get the job done. But all of a sudden, we're going to have a 3-way race out front. Stevens fighting for the 2nd place spot at the moment with Carmen. And Carmen is going to hold on to it for the meantime. 8 laps in, make it 9. And Ethan Bastian, he won't mind this one bit as he maintains the race lead. But that battle for 2nd and 3rd at the moment still going on between Carmen and Stevens. Stevens now, he wants the race lead. 10 laps in, just a few to go. Ethan Bastian at the moment has done a brilliant job. Managed to hold all the challenges off. He'll have 1 lap to go in our 2nd qualifying race here at Knoxville.
Oh, it's not over yet.
Stevens, is he going to look for a big lunge on the last corner? He won't be able to with Boyce there. And Ethan Bastian is going to claim the checker, get it done from Stevens. Kelly Carmen, the drive up to P3, a 1st and a 3rd. That is going to put him somewhere near the front of the feature race. And just like that, we get set for our final qualifying race for the New Zealand title. Get the grids up. Out of the front row, it will be Sam Waddell and Lockie Brett. Go back to row number 2, it'll be Logan Hill and Matthew Gowans. From row 3, it'll be Eton Smith and Riley Hutchinson. Out of row 4, it'll be Greg McDonald and Craig Miller. And off the final row for our final qualifier will be the 75 of Dan Grimshaw. So we get set to go, and well, another fairly interesting heat race here, Corey. I reckon Lockie Brett is going to be my pick off the front row. Let's see what he can do from there in the 39. Riley Hutchinson out there as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the O2. He's out of P6. 6 is my favourite number, so let's just going to be my only mass with that.
Yeah, it all makes sense. Let's see what happens. So we get set to go a racing final qualifier before we get into the big feature race tonight. And why aren't you out here racing, B-Party? In the chat, should be in the field out there. Standing it with the rest of them. And here we go. What can Waddell do? Needs a good result in this one. Set to go. Green flag in the air, we're underway. And it was a brilliant jump from the 18. We'll lead him out through turns 1 and 2 for the first time. But the battle, well from done back here. It's Hutchinson at the moment just fallen back a little bit in the early stages. Thought that 5 cars wasn't enough to pass, so we'll just make it a bit harder here. As Lockie Brett, oh, feet in the right rear, sits P4 at the moment. That was with Logan Hill, but Ayrton Smith goes quickest lap of the race, trying to track down your race leader at the moment, the 18 of Sam Waddell. And here comes Matthew Gowans as well. So you can see how slick that track is beginning to be, but it'll be perfect for some slide jobs as Ayrton Smith gathers up the fence. Will carry on though into the race lead from Waddell. Gowans back in third, looking to slide his way into P2. No, he's going to run the bottom. So that bottom is looking racy now as I look up the inside of your race leader. Doesn't quite get it done. Smith with the momentum on the high line at the moment. But Gowans, oh, he has got it rolling through turns 3 and 4 at the moment. Just needs to get 1 and 2 right. Is he going to grab the lead this time? He will. So the bottom coming in nicely just before the feature race is Smith. Still trying to run up the top. Gather up the momentum. Look for a way to get back around the 16, who at the moment is running away with the quickest lap of the race as well. Sam Waddell, he's managed to lock in third at the moment. 9 laps in. Lockie Brett sits back in P4 and again quickest lap in the closing stages of this one. So Gowans at the moment has got that bottom working beautifully. We'll jump on board with him. It goes up 10 laps in. Comes round to be 11 this time by your race leader. Showing you what it's like to ride on board one of these 410 sprint cars around Knoxville. Tapping the wall again. And the margin is blowing out big time. Gowans has got a run going with 1 to go. Over Ayrton Smith. Waddell still holds P3 down. Checkered flag in the air though for your race leader, Gowan. He'll get it done from Smith. Waddell, Lockie Brett, Riley Hutchinson will bring it home in 5th. Grimshaw in 6th, McDonald in 7th, Miller in 8th, and Logan Hill will round the field out, and the calculations will begin. So we'll go into a 5-minute warm-up while they sort out who has made the big race tonight. But I'll tell you what, if we had to pick a favourite at this stage, Corey, I would be heading to the TAB and putting my money on Kelly Carmen.
Yeah, he's been quick. Definitely been quick.
But in saying that, people who are regular to my streams will know that I'm also good at putting commentators' curses on people. So have I just ruined his chances at the same time? 25 car field. So everyone qualifies. There we go. Everybody qualifies for the feature race tonight. So good on everyone for turning up, I guess. That's your reward. Some cars out there just getting final preparations into their setups before we get into the big 35 lap feature race. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where everyone starts, Corey, because what we've seen so far tonight, especially in the later races, that the further up, the better off you're going to be. Yeah, I won't go there, mate.
Yeah, the old mid-pack blues.
Yeah. I will try not to talk about those because, we can also talk those in pretty easily. I know that with the En's car. And while we just have a bit of a break, I guess, tomorrow night we get underway with round 1 of the GT1 series over at Kiwi Sim Racing. So sure you tune in for that one. We should be live about 8:20, and then Wednesday night we head to Texas for the NSCAR Cup Championship. That should be another ripper race there, and hopefully we don't get a whole lot of cautions this week. We'll see if we can get a race in. Of course, coming up next month we have the Mini Stock Individual League over at THD Simsports Productions. Should be a bit of fun, that. A bit of contact racing. And, that runs over 4 rounds, so if you aren't entered in that yet, make sure you head over to my Facebook page, THD Simsports Productions, and find out the information there. We'll get a calendar poster up at some point, won't we, Tomo? And Discord link should be on my Facebook page as well. Get yourself entered into that. I think we're pushing up around 35 odd cars at the moment. So
Oh, good. That's pretty decent.
yeah. So it should be a ripper season of racing. Just nice short 4-week series, and then a couple of championships to be announced at some point following that individual league. So plenty of racing coming at you. And Tomo, you must be gearing up for that that GT1 series, which gets underway tomorrow night. Getting your vocals ready to call the race.
Yeah, about 5 weeks out from the Enduro for Men's Health as well.
Yes, good point, Corey.
That's just chugging along at the moment.
Yep.
So there'll be some more information coming out on that over the next sort of few weeks, few things to iron out and, cross all those T's and dot the I's.
Yeah, so you're right. That's, looking forward to that one. 5-hour Enduro around Adelaide in the TCR cars. So there should be a whole lot of entertainment. That is for sure.
Should be guaranteed at least a few lid skids, I reckon, out of that.
You'd say so, wouldn't you? Surely we do. Surely we get something. Especially the TCRs, they provide great racing as well. So, yeah, it should be a bloody worthy cause as well, as we all know.
Well, I'm not going to lie, the inspiration really come from Monday night sitting here with you, doing the VRA TCR series last year.
Yeah.
Good turnout. We always had great racing. We had plenty of lid skits. We had some people drive off bridges.
Yeah. What we thought was impossible managed to be done. Rolled it off the bridge at Oran Park. So good.
Landed on his wheels. So
yeah. That was That was a great time, that. Certainly, that series. Plenty of excellent racing. As time ticks down here, driving 5 hours, and we'll still be in Adelaide. Yeah, round and round on the street circuit. Right, so the field I would say is set. I can't even give you the grids because that is just going to tell us
Lies.
where they sit from qualifying, and it won't actually be there where they're starting grids, because if it is, Kelly Carmen is starting down in P8, which I'm pretty sure he's going to be starting off the front row. But we'll wait for them to get into their order. And we'll get set to go racing for 35 laps to decide who is going to take out the 2026 VRA New Zealand Sprint Car Title.
They are all in order. They've put them all in order here. And the sheet, Matthew Gowans, points leader off the first. Kelly Carmen in second, Anton Smith in third.
Yeah, okay, so that's how we're starting to get into our running order out there at the moment. Ayrton Smith is going to start out at grid 3. Yeah, Matthew Stables, can he grab himself another New Zealand number? Let's grab one in the midgets. See what he can do in the sprint car. Ayrton Smith right there as well. 54 of Jackson Clark. Steve Duff. He must be a bit further back through the field. So is Devon Stove actually.
Yeah, 13th and 14th for those two, Devon and 13th.
So one thing you can ignore right now is the running order that the cars are in, because, well, that's even if I'm going to get a timing tower up, it doesn't look like, yeah, there we go. So that running order, that is going to shuffle up big time once we go racing, because that is the order they had them starting in before we went into their points grids that they've scored so far throughout the night. Tell you what, Matthew Gowans off the front row there. If he can get that bottom rolling like he did in our final qualifying race, he's going to be pretty hard to beat from there, you'd say. The 8. Of course, that track is going to change a whole lot over 35 laps. Let's see how it all unfolds.
Probably a few cautions throw in there as well, so
yeah,
get a bit of a lead and get it all cut away from you.
You hear that, Matt? So that isn't on me. Okay, I did not mention them, but Corey just has, so...
Sue me.
Yeah, there is the commentator's curse for the cautions.
I don't think you
yellers.
can curse a caution. You can't. That's not
can't?
a thing. You can curse a driver, but you can't curse a caution.
Yeah,
because it's bound to happen.
I can bring them in an ends car, I'm telling you now. As soon as I mention them in ends car, and it happens.
Yeah, every 2 minutes. No.
Okay, let's see what happens. Feature race set to go here for the 2026 New Zealand Sprint Car Title. Gowans, Kelly Carmen off the front row, set to go racing. Green flag in the air, we're underway for the feature race. Can we get through nice and clean first time? Looks like we got a car slowing out towards the fence, towards the rear of the field, and we have trouble. Fabish, Waddell, he's involved as well. We've got one over and upside down. Bailey Benjamin, he avoids it all. Looks like a couple of cars went over amongst all of that. No, you would not believe it. Dan Grimshaw has had another nightmare on his roof. Let's just go back and get the replay here. The 39. Oh, Lockie Brett. So that was the car that we saw slowing out towards the fence. And that was that. Let's check out this moment here. Benjamin just collects the 95. Around they go. And well, Waddell was up and over. Grimshaw up and over. And Benjamin, he finished on his roof as well. So early yellow, a couple of cars down pit side, and their night is done early. And I tell you what, we're just about at a standstill out here as we wait for the pace car. Definitely still my fault. I even mentioned that they existed, and sure enough, we got one early.
I'm glad you're just going to take the rap for that.
Yeah. I was going to lay some responsibility on you, but hey, it is what it is. But early yellow for the field here at Knoxville.
I tell you what, it's only been the third yellow of the evening.
Oh yeah, that's not bad, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So maybe we've commentators cursed the yellows tonight.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll find out what happens.
If this turns into a yellow fest, I'll shave it all off.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. They'll get up behind the pace car here. And we should go back racing. It's almost like they are racing now. Surely we aren't. Oh, yeah, we are. We're racing. What the heck is going on?
I think it's just a bit slow on the uptake.
That is next level stuff going on there. But anyway, it's a messy restart. We've restarted. Gowans leads them out from Carmen. Ayrton Smith back in third. That was one of the weirdest restarts I have ever seen in the field. Well and truly spread out now. It's Gowans though, leads the way. At the moment, a decent margin over Carmen. Ethan Bastian sits P3. Got a bit of a battle going on with Ayrton Smith. In the 64, Bastian rolling the bottom. We saw Gowans go down there in that last qualifying race. And we are under yellow again. What has gone on here? Is it the 96 of Craig Miller possibly has had a big moment out there? Let's see what our replay is going to show us here. The 96. Oh, in fact, Brady Stanley was in trouble there. And oh, there's contact. The 96 has done some heavy steering damage there, straight to the fence. Check out Brady Stanley here in the 53. This is what created the moment. Oh, gets into the fence hard. And from there, the carnage unfolded. The 96, he just went straight ahead, Craig Miller. That has brought out caution number 2 for the New Zealand title. I'll tell you what, I would not want to be Gowans at the moment. Out the front of the field, just trying to get into a bit of a rhythm, and then we go yellow again. And then he's got to think about the restart all over again, and hopefully this time we actually get a proper restart.
If ever there was a curse laid, it was right then.
Yeah, surely. Yeah, you know it. You know it. Gowans. Leads him around under caution at the moment. Kelly Carmen. So it's P2, never mind those standings. Brady Stanley can't be leading the race from pit lane. is not possible. Looks like this time we're going to get a proper restart, Corey. They'll go back 2 wide, and let's see what happens.
That field's got an awful lot smaller.
Yeah, it has. It has
18.
Dropped off rather quickly. Set to go though. Gowans to get us back underway. Gets a nice restart there. I was going to say we did not just go yellow straight away, and we didn't. Check out Eden Smith up the top, looking to run around the high line up to P3 now. And everyone all of a sudden has decided the bottom is the place to be, apart from Ayrton Smith, who is just running the top. And got a run, and he's now up to 3rd. Can he make ground here on your 2nd place car of Kelly Carmen, who's under all sorts of pressure at the moment from Bastian as well? Oh, and we've got big trouble again. That was Duff in the background. Magic tricks with the wing, but that car has seen better days. And that'll be race over for Steve Duff. And at the moment, that is a matter of survival out there. Kelly Carmen sits P2, 1.6 seconds off the race lead. Gowans having things all his way at the moment. 11 laps in. Smith sits P3. Bastian in 4th. A race at the moment for 5th and 6th between Guptill and Matthew Stables. And Riley Hutchinson at the moment not showing up on your live scoring. Can tell you he is out there in P8 at the moment. And drivers now start to find it a little bit difficult by the looks of things, running through that slick. There is not a lot left in the track. Approaching the mid-stage of our feature race, Kelly Carmen. Can he do anything about the race leader at the moment? The margin staying relatively the same. Trying to get that bottom to work. The field a little bit spread out now. Battles still through the field though. What was that? Sorry, Corey?
I was just thinking that they're starting to get fairly spread out, and there's a few battles going on through the towards the back. Yeah, which you've seen in the back shot.
Check out this run from Guptill, up 11 spots. Jamie Stovall as well, up 15 positions at the moment to P7. I guess some of the carnage that's unfolded out there certainly has helped him out a little bit. Kelly Carmen just starting to make inroads a little bit in that race lead. That Gowans currently has at the moment. They're both running the bottom. Devin Stove and Sean Stevens here battling it out at the moment. This guy's running for 10th and 11th. Oh, Stevens. Oh, heavy contact with the feds. That is not going to help him one bit. Stove will grab that position away. P10 he sits at the moment. But Gowan's still out front. In fact, he's extended the lead a little bit now too. Carmen just looked like struggling a little bit in the 33. And it's out to 2 seconds now. Ayrton Smith looking comfortable, P3. 15 laps to go. Guptill on the charge in the 91.
Must be time for a yellow, I reckon.
Yeah, call it in.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Call it in. What have we got? We got 15 cars out on the race surface at the moment, so we certainly have lost a few since the start of this one. Oh, now we've got magic tricks to contend with. Harding in the 79. He's going to have to guess where McDonald goes if he disappears again. Is that Jackson Clark as well? He's amongst it too. Dalton's go on, hard into the fence. Oh, and you almost called it in.
3 laps later now, I guess it doesn't count.
No, but check out Gowan. So he has gapped the field out there. Absolutely flying at the moment. 2.8 seconds the margin. And Ayrton Smith, let's see if he can get to the back of Carmen, because that is now down to half a second with about 10 laps to run in the New Zealand title. Gowan's looking comfortable, but your race here now for 2 and 3 NZ about to unfold on the track. Can Smith keep gaining on him? It's down to 0.4 of a second. Can he throw a massive slider, get the job done? We'll keep an eye on it. The margin to the leader, forget about it, 3 seconds. It's going to take a mistake for the field to catch him at this point. Laps counting down. Carmen trying to hold off the 64 of Smith. And has Kelly Carmen found something down the bottom? Last time by, quickest on the track was still your race leader. The 64, 8 to go, make it 7 this time by. And we are down to not much of... Oh, Smith's got it wrong. He was gaining on him big time. And that would say will probably do it for him. 6 laps to go for your race leader. Matthew Gowans has not looked back from the restart. 3.5 seconds the margin into lap traffic here. Gets up the inside of McDonald. Will put him a lap, make it 2 laps down, I think. Bryce Harding, he will be the next on the agenda for your race leader, and it is only a lap for McDonald. 5 to go. Make it 4. Time well and truly running out for everyone else. But it's Gowans. Got a bit of lap traffic up in front of him just to finish the race out. 3 laps to go. Murdens, Harding and Stevens all up in front of him. And these guys at the moment are racing for 13th, 11th, 12th and 13th on the track. And it always makes it...
marker bumping into the race leader, would you?
Yeah.
We've seen one of those guys do a 360 in front of him.
Yeah,
so,
especially at this point of the feature race too, Corey. 2 laps to go. It'll be 1 for your race leader, Matthew Gowans. Looking to claim himself a New Zealand title tonight here at Knoxville. He's got 3 and 4 to go. And the checkered flag will be out this time by. It's going to be Matthew Gowans. He will get it done. The New Zealand title goes his way. Carmen will bring it home second. And Ayrton Smith will round out the podium and grab himself a 3 NZ. Massive drive from Hayden Guptill up to P4. That is a huge run for him. Up 12 spots. Jamie Stovold as well. Up 17 positions to make it into the top 5. That is a huge effort as well from Stovold. We will get all those results up on the screen for you, but like I say, it is Matthew Gowans who takes out the New Zealand title. Kelly Carmen, he'll grab himself another number to go with his 1NZ midget, and he will claim the 2NZ sprint car. And like I said, Ayrton Smith, he will be a happy man claiming a P3 on the podium. Guptill in 4th, Stovall 5th. Go back to stables. Hutchinson came home P7, Devon Stove 8th, Hadley Boyce 9th. Bryce Harding, he said he was making up numbers. He grabs himself a top 10 finish. Go back to Ethan Bastian, and you just saw in the chat there that he actually ran out of fuel, did Ethan Bastian, but he comes home 11th. Stevens in 12th, McDonald in 13th, Jackson Clark 14th, and from there Mertens 15th, and then I believe the rest are all DNFs.
Unlucky.
Yes, I'm not even sure if Tim Alphys actually took the start of the race 36 laps down. I suggest that he didn't. But we'll see if anyone is standing by. Not just yet. We'll hang 5 and see if we can get a chat with any of them. Kelly Carmen in the house now. We'll see if Ayrton Smith is going to join us after he claimed the 3NZ. There he is there. We'll get him in here now and get his thoughts on that 35 lap feature race. Ayrton Smith, mate, congratulations coming home with a 3NZ in tonight's New Zealand title.
It was a tough one, tough track. Had to saddle up on the top. It was pretty bumpy up there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it was a brilliant race at the end of that one with Kelly Carmen there. You two dicing it out for second, third. But like you say, survived the high line, got the job done in a 3NZ. Congratulations.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, the top went away a little bit. I thought I was going to get him, and then he went back to the bottom. I made a bit of a mistake up the top, and it was like, I'll settle in the bottom, and if we get close to the last couple of laps, we'll go for it.
And got it done, that you did. Well, mate, congrats again. And while you're in here, shout out to your sponsors or anyone else you wanted to thank.
Yeah, firstly, just the Iridium boys putting all the laps in, practicing. Steve makes some hot docs, and then we've got Maddie and Hadley that put a lot of work in every week, not only for the VRA series, but for the Invitational Pro series that we run on a Wednesday night. Then Hex Energy, Sharp Apparel, Concat. What else we got? Exodus Designs. Yeah, and cheers to you boys for putting on the event and streaming it.
Awesome. Cheers for coming in and having a chat with us, Ayrton, and again, congrats on your 3NZ finish tonight.
Cheers. Catch
awesome. Cheers. There you go. Thoughts from Ayrton Smith. Looks like we got all the drivers in now, so we'll drag in our second place finisher, Kelly Carmen. Kelly, hopefully you're there, mate. Brilliant drive from yourself tonight. Absolutely flying throughout the heat races and in the feature race. Coming home, another NZ number for yourself. This time a 2 in the sprint cars.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. Just, yeah, it stings a little bit not being at the top step, but that's part of racing. It happens.
Yeah, so you're right. Of course, you took out that the New Zealand midget title that VRA ran, and obviously you came with intentions of trying to claim the sprint car tonight. Bit of contact in the qualifying race sort of put you on the back foot as far as a front row position, but well, not really, did you? You started off the front row, but you recovered from that fairly well, to be fair. But mate, Gowan's just, yeah, he seemed to have all the answers tonight out there on that track.
Yeah, he was on a whole different level. I couldn't even tell what line he was running because it was that far in front. I couldn't even see him on the track. I don't know. He was just too fast.
Yeah, had it all sorted. But hey, still a second place finish. It's, nothing to be sort of laughed at. It's a great result for yourself. And 2 NZ numbers now for yourself over here at VRA. Yeah, big congrats. But while you're in here, mate, you want to shout out your sponsors or anyone else that you wanted to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Dylan and Andre from Automoves, Automoves Racing Team, Apex Lab Engineering and Driver Development, Sim Blacks, Edge Overlays, Simrat Market, Sim Magic, Padscape Designs, and Jordan for everything he does behind the scenes, making sure we're all ready for the races. And
Awesome.
Yous for putting up the stream.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you coming in and having a chat with us again. Congrats on your 2NZ finish tonight. And yeah, cheers for coming in and having a chat.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Cheers. There you go. Thoughts from our second place finisher tonight. And now we'll drag this man in and get his thoughts. A fantastic drive. Had what it looked like. You could put that car anywhere and it hooked up nicely. Mate, congrats on your 1NZ finish tonight, Matthew. Is Matthew there?
Insert cricket noises.
Yeah. Chirping. It looks like technical difficulties perhaps. Unless he magically joins us in the next couple of seconds. I'm sure he is over the moon with his drive tonight. Certainly got that bottom hooked up. Looked good up the top. Looked good anywhere he put the car. Last chance. Are you present? Can you hear us? No. Alright.
A quick shout out to Sim Blacks too for sponsoring as well. Stefan Adams and the team, Sim Blacks. You can head to simblacks.co.nz. Heaps of cool Sim Magic gear and cool chassis, pretty much anything. He's a top bloke, loves the speedway.
Yeah,
and
good work.
so good to have them backing the series, and how good another national title done and dusted. There'll be some happy campers out there, mate.
Yeah, too right, and I tell you what, it's not even 9:30 yet, so we've got it wrapped up nice and early tonight. Big shout out to all the guys at Virtual Racing Aotearoa who made the national title happen tonight. To all the drivers who entered, big shout out to you guys. Without you guys entering, there wouldn't be a national title, and of course, big congrats to our top three finishers: Matthew Gowans, Kelly Carmen, and Ayrton Smith. The next time we see those guys, they will have the 1, 2, and 3 on board those cars. I'm just trying to have a quick look for when we are actually racing next, Corey.
There's another one in May, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we go to the midgets. I'm not going to be able to find it right now, but stand by for that.
I think I've got it. Right, so midgets next race. So we've had April 11th. So we've got
Next week.
2 weeks. Yeah, next week.
There you go. Next
At
Monday
the
night. We will be
Yeah.
live. And where are we heading for the midgets?
Oh, I just Lunarville for the midgets, and
there we
then 2 weeks later at Hussett for
Hussets.
the sprint cars. Yeah, Hussett.
Yeah, okay, sweet. So there you go. Plenty of dirt racing coming your way. Big shout out to everyone who tuned in tonight, subscribed and followed the channel. Appreciate you. And yeah, we will be back tomorrow night, round number 1 of the GT1 series, brought to you by Kiwi Sim Racing. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see